America, which is modern day Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, and uplifting of our people concerning the elect under the spirit, in the spirit of Yahweh Yahushai, the hopeful elect, Shalom, blessings. Gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rock Yahweh, Rock Yahushai, double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, great millstone. Much salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful elect all across the world. Set up, the whole breakdown of the dollar. Might show that if anybody got one. I got some also some notes, so so yeah, basically the one-eyed harlot, represent the Illuminati, the light bearer, Lucifer. We'll get into that scripture like you said on the left-hand side. They are the children of darkness, but they represent a light on the evil side, which it talks about the light of the wicked shall be put out. So they had those fashionable things set up on the earth to deceive our people, keep our people in darkness, with frequencies and all that stuff. The symbolism was the first scripture. Go to the Luke 11:34, because they get these from the scripture. That's how you know the Most High set them up, because they model after the Bible. So they got Most High is here and say, it's not that so much the single eye is evil, but it's how they represent it, and what they do behind closed doors with that. So, and if anybody could find a dollar too, so I can show it on the camera. Let's start this.
This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 34. And it reads, the light of the body is the eye.
Yeah, the light of the body is the eye. And it's kind of like they're saying the eye is the window to the soul, So this is how we live. We Most High set us up on the earth to see things. There's a thing called spiritual eyes too, So we'll get into that a little bit. Go ahead.
Therefore, when thine eye is single,
see, that eye is single. Go ahead.
Thy whole body also is full of light.
It's full of light. Go ahead.
But when thine eye is evil, thy body is also full, or thy body also is full of darkness.
It's full of darkness. So there's nothing wrong with keeping your eye single, And it's almost like I'm gonna set some. If y'all want to tap in to set some analogies of like when you look through a peephole, you look through one, you got it's one eye. So right. So you could get a clear vision or a telescope or something. It's usually like a so small as one eye, and that's how they key in on the left hand side. That's how they key in on us with the satellites and the representation of the Illuminati, the all-seeing eye, going back to Horus and the Egyptology stuff.
The light at the end of the tunnel.
Light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Or a clear view, clear eyes view, or an eagle eye view, bird's eye view of the world, and that's how they trying to scope on us. Even with the drones, they call birds on the left hand side. So the Most High got his right hand side soldiers, his right hand side, his representation. It says his eyes on the sinful king, and he got an army, he got his angels, working on the right hand side. So it's a war. That, even with this, that all-seeing eye probably can't see it good, but it's a dollar bill with the all-seeing eye, that triangle, which is a pyramid going back to, like we said, Egypt, and it has Novus Seclarium Ordo, or Novus Ordo Seclarium, which is their new world order, new world of ages. That's what they're trying to set up. And then that all-seeing eye, which is an eye of what Horus and all them, and it's lit up. You can see it's illuminated. So they're the Illuminati. And people used to think Illuminati was fake or conspiracy. They find it out it's real. They make sacrifices in the industry. It's really real, man. So that's what they on the left hand side they deal as the Illuminati. The Illuminati mean light bearers or the illuminated ones. But Most High got his illuminated ones, the righteous, which are light bearers under Yahweh Shai. He's the light. He says that he's the light in the scriptures. Yahweh Shai. Is there any more on that?
No.
Yeah, what did it say? It's because I think it says keep. There you go. Keep thy eyes single. Go ahead.
This is verse 35.
Keep thy eye single. So basically, keep on the righteous path. Keep on that single eye. You know what I'm saying? And the things you take in. Even in the Matrix, it said, remember that part where he said, why my eyes hurt? He said, you never use them. You know, because we got spiritual eyes, and that's why people don't understand spiritual insight, spiritual riches. And our women don't see that. They be thinking like we just talking and all that. Nah. Most High got a thing called spiritual eyes, spiritual body, spiritual riches. On the left-hand side, he got spiritual wickedness in high places. So we see the Illuminati for who they are, man. Behind us.
Talk about the rock. You look through that looking glass. You look through that looking glass. Its wickedness can't be wiped away, man. That's how wicked he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I actually looked up the design of the peephole is to, you can peep outwardly, but the people that's outside can't see you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anybody that, let's say you having a gathering and all that, and somebody knock on the door, you know, every door has a peephole, so you're going to see who it is before you open the door. You're not going to let anybody in. And that's why people have let America in before they know what America's about, you know? Like, you can't just let it, you got to peep through it like, oh, shit, that's the top. You got to, you know, see this. You got to make sure your shit is in order. You ain't got nothing, you know? So that's how you're supposed to be circumspect in America. Yeah. You know, peeping America out, you know?
That's Esau. Tuck your chain, Jay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can go a couple of them. Proverbs 23 and 6.
Okay. Go ahead, Up. You want to read it?
What is that? Proverbs 23 and 6.
Go ahead, Up. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah, you gotta look for that dough. You gotta check.
All right, this is Proverbs 23 and 6.
And they don't know who's inside. I mean, they know you inside, but they don't know what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See everything. Like the Most High.
Exactly.
So you got to increase the technology so I can see it.
That's why he got drones and cameras. There's cameras everywhere, man.
You know, Trump was talking about, he said you get a better look under the skin. That's what he was saying about that 6G, man. He said, we're finally there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then even when they put everything on the microscope, you know, like, we got to dissect this. We got looking into your body, the guts, the DNA. Come on, man. We don't have to do all that, you know. The spirit shows itself. Go ahead.
That's right. So it says Proverbs 23 and 6 said, eat thou, you said Proverbs 23 and 6. Eat thou bread. Oh, no. Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye.
So you ain't supposed to eat what he saw, man. He got an evil eye trying to trap you in, you know. And they sit at your dinner table, but when they leave, they be like, you niggas. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about us like that, man. And these other groups trying to save Esau, they going off, man. They really paid off, man, to destroy Israel. You gonna say something?
A good example, they're looking at the natives, Gad and Reuben. Esau sat down for Thanksgiving. They think he's doing, you know, a good thing. He over replying like, oh, we can take them. They got hatchets and bow and arrows. They hit them with a musket. Right. That was the whole point of them doing it. They came in, like you said, to scope it out and see.
Yeah.
They came in. They came in. They got this many. They do what, a head count. They got this many bodies. I'm gonna see everybody. Okay, now see if the power's working.
And then they know when they relax and drinking, it's like we're gonna attack them when they all drunk. This is the time they drinking all that. It's easy for Jake. With Jake every weekend and all that.
That's how that's how Trump been. They got real drunk that night, and then they came out that little gift they gave them, and it destroyed the whole city, man. You know, Trojan Wars. Yup.
Yep. Force of death.
This accounts of the scriptures. That's what happened with Belshazzar. They was real drunk that night after they seen that writing on the wall. Or they kingdom file, and they got drunk after that, man. Then they pulled up on their ass, man.
And see what did he need? He needed a spiritual eye. So they called Daniel, which is which is the holy God. So they got to be looking at us, man. They got to be looking at the apostles, elders, bishops, down, because they got to keep a perspective on everything that's happening on earth. So they know about us. What? Like we said, that wouldn't be wise to not know about us. Go ahead.
Hey, I tell you what is that? What's that? Psalm 37 says the wicked watch the righteous.
And privily seek them out, and
it said it make it itself a prey. So it's like they definitely watching us, but they trying to find out how to get us.
Seek out the poor, seek out.
And it's not. And Jacob is just the cops on the corner or on the lurking plate. Nah, he got satellites. He got he got monitors in his summits that he meet at, and putting everything down. You on the black list, the red list, you on all these kind of lit.
Block camera.
This
stuff got block cameras putting out there, man. Like cameras on the street lights looking at if they want to see your tag, you got insurance, who in the car.
They be putting them on them little when they got construction. They'll put them in the yellow cones too.
Right, yeah, they do.
They'll put them in the yellow cones where you don't even think ain't nothing over there.
And that little white little thing, that little blue station like a robot, that big tower, that's the look.
Just giving the connection to that evil eye, man.
Go ahead. And I looked up with a satellite. They said like 1,000 miles they can look like, so they can read license plates. They can read newspaper, the Bible when we open it up or whatever we're looking at from satellite. That's what they say. So they doing more than Jake. He gonna learn. They doing more than just hanging around like as police posted up, man. That's just his goon squad, elite goon squads. Go ahead.
Says, "Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye."
Yeah, Esau have an evil eye against our people. Even 2/3. That's why we can't really chill with our family like that. But it's mainly Esau is the man with the evil eye. It said, what did he say? He said, my father that is pointing to die. Esau said, I will pursue my brother Jacob. That spirit of Cain slew Abel. They still got that. They look into these things like, man, they plot. Like soon as
I get my opening, I'm gonna take my shot.
We didn't say even about Jerusalem. Soon as they get taken down, all these things. Oh, she fell. Like she went against her God. Let's get her. Taking advantage and spoiling them.
And hey, like you said that. But anyway, that's always been Esau. How should I tactic? Strategy. To get at Jake. Because because they gonna come down on their own people, but they gonna come. But predominantly, they targeted Jake. They tell you that in the scriptures. But that's always been. They try to play that role like they, like they're good Samaritan.
Humanitarian, missionary,
civic duty.
Introduce you to Jesus. You need to know Jesus.
Out of nowhere, knock on the door. That's why I say you got to look in their people. Jehovah's Witness, man. But now we'll deal with them like, open up, come on in. Deal with them on like we'll open some scriptures on your ass.
So
they never come back to your
smoke them out.
Never come back.
You up there, man.
So it's like, hey, what it says, ain't nothing new under the sun. So they come with that same old tired. That's how we know what they doing.
Yeah, but some of them they've been looking so like you said, like some of them be looking like when we was at the laundromat the other day. Remember the ones that came up to us? Some of them came up to us and they was trying to talk to her, but the younger one was like, we can see her speech. She's like, nope, then don't talk to them. She tried to come in, what about that? He said, nah, get in the car. Get in the car. What you doing over here with these people? Get in the car.
It sound like them parties.
Yeah, they didn't want to. Nah, you already knew because we weren't saying that. Because sometimes you just hold back.
Yeah.
Some people, you know they ain't gonna get it. You know.
So what did it say? He as a roaring lion go to and fro seeking who he may devour. Seeking. Yeah. Seeking, man. He's trying to seek to take our place, to take our seat. Man.
Yeah.
So you know what it say in the pocket for though he do good, if he do good, I think he do it unwilling. Man, he really don't want to do it. He don't want to do that. And and it said in the end their wickedness shall be revealed. See this time we see him before that's why he said watch unless the devil have lest he get a advantage of us. You know. So we already on it.
That's why what is that? Isaiah. Yeah. I've said a watchman, you know.
We watch.
Yeah, we watch it.
The Lord done raised up the prophets to give us that eye salve. So now the watchman for Israel is back, and we calling a warning.
Yeah.
So the ones that got eyes and ears that appear to the prophets, we gonna see Esau coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna come in. See, Esau need that. See, this is why he need darkness. You know, like the light is out now.
Yeah, exactly.
So with the light out, we can see. And we know Esau tactics, so he ain't coming in, you know, like
that's
he
the
used
scripture.
to.
It says they do it in the dark. So no man thinking no man see him.
Yeah, that's it.
Most High gonna shine it. We the lights. We the lights that's exposed. That's why they want us off the. It ain't got nothing to do with these street lights. We the street lights, man. We the candles, man. Searching Jerusalem. Yep. Light bearers. Yep.
He said the prudent seeth evil.
Yep. Go ahead,
All right, so this is back in Proverbs 23, and it says in 6, neither desire thou his dainty meats.
His dainty meats, you know. His education, his party system,
They always got dessert, cake, putt pies. They're always trying to get Jake on something that's gonna kill him, man. Man.
Psalm 55 and 21, where it says his words are smoother than butter. And war was what he called sword.
He be pastries, my damn. This motherfucker goddamn put out the 9 on you.
Yeah, we see this. We see those movies. Anytime they show the elites, they drinking champagne and wine with suits and kick back and plotting on the poor, man.
Then they went back there, somebody dead on the ground bleeding. Then they gotta get the caution tape out. Like, who did it?
Mm-hmm.
Who did it?
Hey, what do we always say? This life is a movie, man. You know, and they seeking out actors to play they play them. You know, when they make movies, they seek out actors to play them. Trading places, they had the Illuminati there, but those people didn't know they was the elites and shit.
Even more, even in those movies, sometimes they put the crazy man and make it look like Jake. They try to reverse the roles sometimes too.
Yeah. I always do that. Go ahead. That was it on that, right?
No, it's more.
Okay.
It says, verse 7, but as he thinketh in his heart.
In his mind, because the heart is just something that pumps blood, organ, but the heart is the mind. That's where you get the word laboratory, your thinking. You know? Go ahead.
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So is he. He think, and then it says the Most High is not in always their thoughts. So when they at your dinner table, whatever, and they like, it's always going to be, they show in the movie, it's always going to be that black, white, interracial subject and shit. So where'd you meet him? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What is, a movie with Eddie Murphy, You People. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna take like Will Smith movie. You guys gotta do the Edomite woman.
Yeah.
They all should have been interracial. Like that movie Sinners. They always want to be let in. Let me in. And then Jake ain't figured out. Every time you let Esau in, bad stuff gonna happen.
Man,
he come
every
in,
time.
he plot wickedness,
every time.
Stab you in the back, take your stuff. This is my house. This is mine. And Jake, we so loving and compassionate people. Jake got to get their senses up.
They do.
This man is not good for you. We got all kind of history to show you that he's no good. That's why I look at Jake like the 2/3 like you're retarded.
Yeah.
And they're insane. You keep trying to love Esau. What happened? I'm telling my grandma, like, God, get off of that. Let's do something new. How about we bust, E in his mouth? How about that? He deserved it. You know? Like I say with the Lord, it's all about time. He's gonna wait. He know he got a punishment coming. That's why they scared and tiptoeing, and they got all the surveillance going up. That's why Trump going crazy and trying to smash all these countries out because he don't know where the pressure coming from. They know about your house show, they don't know how it's gonna come.
Yeah, exactly.
And they searching through Yasharala trying to see who was with Yahushua, who was not. He's doing a diligent search. Like, what's that? That's that seed right there. So he's shaking. I gotta see who was you.
Yeah, because the part of that you was gonna say.
I was gonna say when you said Jacob and who Sodom, it's like Sirach 12, where it says sit them not next to you, or you try to seek to take your
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. All the way, every time.
Every time, man. When it says where wickedness will be, it is, he'll be there.
Yeah. Where you find wickedness, you find him there first.
That's it. He be right there. Even if you don't see him, his ass be in the gutter like this. Looking at you. Like,
hey, we're gonna get to the scripture, but let's say Jake, how much invention Jake invented or discovered or something like that, and Esau be like, hit you in the back of the head, kill you, and take what you invented, and make it seem like he discovered it and shit. That's how that devil is. Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 56, and we start at verse 4, and it says, "In Yahweh I will praise His word."
Yeah, that's.
In Yahweh I will put my trust, and I will not fear what flesh can do unto me.
Shalom to the elder in Dallas. Shalom, and all you brothers in Dallas and anyone that don't come aboard or tuning in. Blessings. Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kakarash Pakatam. Shalom. Go ahead.
And then verse 5, and it says, "Every day they rest my word, all their thoughts are against me for evil."
Their thoughts are against the Most High for evil, man. You know, and what it say, we're gonna give praises to the Most High. These are only names that represent righteousness in this earth. You say Jesus, they gonna love you, man. They're gonna sit at the table with you, but like we said, while y'all they gonna plot. You know, while they weaken Jake and feminize Jake, they set their military up, man, and their strength. But the Most High said He's gonna break the staff of the wicked, man. Go ahead.
And in verse 6 right here, and it says, "They gather themselves together, they hide themselves."
Hey, they gather themselves together, man. You know, like apostles, elders on down, they have a confederacy against us, man. That's like the black women don't understand, starting with the black women on down with our women. They don't understand this is against us. They separated us, divided us, and set up an army of troops against us and shit, man.
And the main one they coming at is the so-called Negroes, man. The Judites, because they the head, man. Yeah. And that's what they going for. They going for the head. They ain't doing no body shots, Jake.
Yeah.
They coming for the best of us.
They attack them first, yep.
And then and finish the precept, and it said, "They mark my steps when they wait for my soul."
Yeah. Hey. They mark my steps and wait for my soul, you know. So they be looking at Jake. They be thinking he out there doing some shit, selling drugs on the corner, think he like, yeah, you know, they see your ass, man. As soon as you get enough money and you ain't change, you know, I'm gonna quit selling drugs. That's when they get your ass. Rico. Yeah.
And like you said, it's like,
go ahead.
But like you said, they mark my steps. I mean, they got records of us, man. You know, they going back to our past, your past life.
They even start young, through the prison pipeline. Like even when you got like a little 6-year-old kid, and he probably don't get along, the Edomite chiefs anyway, and they'll keep records of that, so they'll follow them no matter what school they go, they'll follow them.
That's why they got a grade system. Like, well, they'll put you in a class like send you to detention and all that, and put you in a special class like we got to watch him because you don't want to learn their BS. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all the time that Jake is just acting up. It's just like, what the hell you teaching me? I don't want to learn this shit. What it got to do with my people? Jake see that stuff when he's young. GMS likeness, Shalom. You know, so all the brothers who come aboard, Barak Allah, GMS Barak Allah, Shalom. I think that might, I don't know if that's the elder in LA, but go ahead. Somebody has something?
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 2. The people that walk in darkness have seen a great light.
Yeah.
They that dwell in the land of shadow of death, upon them has the light shine. I like that one because it said the people have seen a great light. You know, and that great light is us. That's that word. That's your how shot shining. And see, when you see that great light, because we born in this darkness. Esau made darkness. Once you see that light, you come out of it. Now you're not a prey. You're not easy target like that. Exactly. You're gonna move different. Esau don't like that. He real lazy. Esau like stuff easy. He like Jake to go sell the drugs. You know, follow that archetype. When Jake deviates and following the lost commandments, you're gonna move different. You're gonna spend different. You're gonna be in different places. You know, you want Jake in the club. They want Jake like all together, like you know, you do pigs in a pen. That way it can be easy. But when Jake is over here in the wilderness, you know, it's hard to catch, and I don't like that. Now you out of my sight. You know, I need to see you. You know they say in school, y'all talking about school? Teacher, I need to be able to see you.
That's why
I don't like you way over there.
Remember they used to knock on the door for the census and who's in the house and checking on it. Now they got scanners. They got, you know, you can just scan your house or whatever. So they will, police ain't gonna have to do no work. He just scan you before you get out. He don't want to chase Jake and shit the rest of his life. So guess what? It's gonna be some robots out there, man, and drones. You know, patrolling. Jake.
And it's gonna ask you. You got your MOTB, you got that RFDI CHIP in you.
Cause that's easy.
If
right?
you don't got it, they just gonna apprehend you. They gonna take it to the judge.
Turn it
Most
off.
of us that do,
chip off. You see hip off.
Most of us that do get taken up to, it's gonna be some doggone AI robots. Esau ain't gonna come get us.
That's why y'all shot saying, "Woe unto you that are fools."
And in that type of trouble, it's gonna be a terrifying time. And the only ones that's gonna get protected is the elect, man. Those men. So they definitely not gonna be out there. They're like, man, some drones out there trying to get them, man. They going out there, they're gonna be in them bunkers, man. They gonna be out here, man.
It was a case like it was a case like sometime last summer where the Jake in Chicago had went and basically unalive somebody, and they literally had his from the time he left his house all the way to where he committed a crime and to the time where he got. They had all of that on
man. And you see, it says, "Who can know a man's thoughts but the Most High?" So for them to be trying to be like a Minority Report with Tom Cruise, like they trying to get you for a crime that you didn't already commit, or because you think of something, you can change your mind. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do this. Turn back. So what they gonna?
You gonna give you the chance to do that?
You gonna be glitching or something? Like, go ahead.
Yeah, you know they doing that. They got a new movie just like that called Mercy coming out with Chris Pratt. Same thing, except this one is with AI.
Yeah.
So they running that same predictive program. Let you know,
that's
like
what they call it, predicting program, man. You know, and Esau, we'll get back to the scripture, but Esau do experiments. He'll be like, well, let's put the nigga like trading places. Let's give a nigga a nice home and give them hella benefits, and I bet they'll fuck it up and turn it back to the ghetto. And Jake do that. You know, he'll turn. So Jake, he know that's easy. 2/3 are easy. He comes for the elect, hopeful elect. Like these are structured men. They don't fall for shit easy. So I'm getting them now. That's why he's sending out provocateurs, agents, and all that, trying to get the best of us. But the Most High will, man. They ain't gonna get the best of, and they ain't gonna get the elect. The elect gonna escape from. Even with this woman, it says a righteous man shall escape from him, man. Even this harlot, man. Go ahead. So they hate when Jake is. What they say? The scariest thing is an educated black man. Well, really, the educated, biblically educated black man. So-called black men. That's what they really talking about, the Israelites.
And that's them devils know what's his name? Roosevelt, when he said a thorough knowledge of the Bible is better than any college education.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's true. That's why a lot of these elites, they know better. They model themselves after the Bible. Yep. They know. Go ahead.
Okay, finishing off. Proverbs 23:7. It says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
So is he. That's who he is. Like we tell you, he's Esau. It can't be nobody else. It can't be us. He tried to be the Native Americans, dressed like the Native Americans, but still murder is in his heart. He could change outfits and still the same person. Go ahead.
It says, eat and drink, saith he to thee.
He said, eat and drink, come in my house, be filled, and go ahead.
But his heart is not with thee.
His heart is not with thee, man. So all that nice guy that Jacob talking about, well, Trump ain't so bad, nah. it says in the scriptures he gonna do that. He gonna offer you wine, come and sit at my table. He'll give you his daughter, right? That don't mean shit, man. Go ahead. Yeah. Then go ahead, 28, 22.
This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 22. And it reads, he that hasteneth to be rich hath an evil eye.
Yeah, that's Esau. He hastened to be rich. All his stuff is based on money, this economic system. The New World Order, the beast, that's a great part of the beast. The NATO and then the EU, the economic, the European Union. They got banking families all across the world. America's a cash cow. She's a harlot. That's why we call her this one-eyed harlot. She's a, and that's where they juice is play for money. Anywhere you go, you gotta spend your money, gotta pull out your wallet. You chill with it, for your daily necessities, of course. You pull out, I don't mind pulling out, but they got insurance scams that people ain't getting arrested. Wolf of Wall Street with what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. They got they play with people's money and shit. Not fair. They don't pay people. You supposed to pay a man that same day and in gold and silver.
Yeah, and they love it like that. They love it. Most stuff to be a scam. That's why, like, you get on social media, some on YouTube, they'll have the little ads, and it'd be a fake company, man. It won't even be somebody ain't even credible, don't even know the name of it, don't got no support. And then, people that come from other countries come over here and try to live, they the ones get tricked by that stuff, man. So they don't understand this place a trap, man.
But see,
that's why they like them here.
Fine. And see, that's what happened when somebody does it to him. That's what happened with Jacob and Esau.
Yep.
You sold your birthright, but you said that we supplanted you. Isn't he rightfully named Jacob? He supplanted me these 2 times. You sold your birthright, man. But you got hustled too at the same time. Esau,
ultimate hustle.
Yeah, that's awesome. When he get hustled, now it's a problem.
Now it's bad. But you go over there, you go to Venezuela and take over the whole doggone country. But no, that's okay, right? Mm-hmm. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Nah.
And everybody know what you're going there for.
Yeah, we
oil resources.
Every time.
Go ahead.
Every time, man.
Hasten to be rich, but he has an evil eye, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And consider not that poverty shall come upon him.
Yeah, that's what Esau they gonna turn back into a poverty. Like when we royal, when we rule, he's going into a poverty, a state of poverty. So the pit, you know what I'm saying? Just out there, stuck in captivity and can't escape, man, for 1,000 years. And then we're gonna get rid of him. Because what he's putting us in poverty. You gonna believe? Tell me after slavery, after all picking up, we did everything. Pick cotton, sugar cane, cornfields. We learned how to farm and stuff. He got rid of farmers through Monsanto, and now it's only probably 2% of black farmers, and they ain't gonna be able to share with other black farmers if they wanted to do that. So they didn't cut off all the resources from Jake really, so that Jake could depend on them and their system. But you gotta go to us. Now we got a digital currency. Now you gotta get with that. You're gonna pull out your let me give you 4 pennies so I won't have to break 2 pennies so I won't have to break a nickel or a dime. Because when you break your money up, that's where you just spend the shit. So that's what they trying to do, man. Now they be like, you don't have to dig for no penny. We don't take that shit. Shit. Go ahead.
That's why they want the money to go digital so they can see all your spending.
All your spending,
yeah. Eyesight. Cash. I can slip beyond $20. Esau didn't see that.
Yeah.
So he wants to see everything. With money going digital, I can't pay for that to do nothing. He gonna see every penny go. So you get to decide, account for it. I can see.
I'm glad
you spent this at this time with this person. Mm-hmm. I need to tax that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you mentioned that because Jake, Jake do a lot of hand-in-hand hustling and all that. We know that. When they got food stamps and SNAP, it's like you had your own personal card, but Jake turned that into a hustle. Well, just give me your pen. It's usually started with your family. Then he just spent like all your food stamps. He's like, now they're gonna be like, okay, and it's they're gonna try to make it make sense. The MOT for Jake. Like, oh, okay, I got my own, so nobody can take this shit. It's in me.
And you gonna take it, they gonna run ass to your head the whole day. You gonna be in the bathroom, nobody in there. It's gonna be an ear in your ear, voice in your ear. You need some new drawers. Walmart down the street. You gonna be like, what the fuck?
They had that. You know, the Black Mirror stuff is coming back. And they had that. And it's a new season coming out. And they had that where she got a implant in her mind, brain, and they said, and she's like, but they started talking to her inside that her chip. So you're like, I know what I'm doing. Don't talk to me. Well, we got to keep up with you. Okay, can I pause this? Okay, you can pause, but only for.
Well, they did it. She had to spend more money to get the ad free.
Get the ad on. Get the ad taken.
That's how she went back with more money. More money.
And that's what they do. They offer you better. Okay, faster internet. Okay, faster, a better. Okay, you stand in line. You got my cars don't work. You got like 2, 3 cars that don't work and shit. I thought that was supposed to the reason to get faster services. Said fast food take long shit. Just like I could cook a damn chicken wing faster than they can serve me now, because it's just backed up and everybody's losing their mind in there, man. Yeah. So that shit was just a setup, man. Go ahead.
This is going that Mark. I'm gonna start at 17. Go ahead. This is Mark chapter 7 verse 22. Mark chapter 7 verse 16. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear.
Yeah, and everybody you have ears, you know, but a lot of people have ears and they can't hear.
They can't spiritually hear. They don't got that eye salve, like brother was saying, man. Yep. Like y'all was saying, man. Yep. Verse 17. And when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. Verse 18. And he said unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth into the man, it cannot defile him?
It cannot defile him.
Okay. Verse 19, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats.
Yeah, but God, that was not what I had.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Up.
So basically, I mean, you can eat, but that don't mean you can eat swine, Jake. All right, and all these abominable foods. It says something about your character, that spiritual character you're supposed to have. Eating bottom feeders make you a bottom thinking type of person, man. But Jake sometimes don't know that. Okay, just stop, then he comes to the truth. He stopped eating those things. But they do purge it out. But some stuck in a man's heart, like embedded in his mind. That's who he is, like a what they call a kleptomaniac. You can't teach him not to steal no more. He just like
that's what he do.
As soon as he steal from his own family, like, hey, mom, just that's how I am, mom. And they'll still bring him around, right? He's still they do. He's still invited to the cookout.
She'll be over there. She'll be over there. Look him in the corner with her evil eye and smile and want him to see him. Put a $20 on the table and walk into the back room. Yeah, you know he gonna jack that shit, man. She like, you could have just asked me for it, baby, but I know you like jacking shit. You still my baby boy. That's how fucked up Babylon is, man.
Yeah, man.
Plays through, man.
So you were gonna say something?
I was gonna say, Yahweh Shai even broke it down that's how you determine whether it's a false prophet. You shall know them by their fruit.
Yeah.
See, and that's the nature of Esau. He was a murderer from the beginning. That's why Yahweh Shai said that to his own people. He was a murderer from the beginning. Why is he gonna be changing? Do anything different? He's still doing it, man. Mm-hmm. Still killing Jake. Still calling Jake niggas. You would think that was back in slavery. No, he's still calling Jake niggas. Still putting that interracial talk and shit, joking and shit. Some kind of mockery of humor, that vague humor that he brings up. Yeah, wasn't a good time for you guys back then. But hey, no sharpshooters here.
Like I said, like you said, it's been that way.
Yeah.
He said was that the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yeah.
So when they came over here to America, they talking about they came over here looking for land and gold, But no, that ain't what they came over here for. They knew who was over here. That's why they came over here. They had a council before they came over here about taking over, take over here.
They came here to take peace from the earth, man.
During that ship, they had a sellout that was on there. They were telling them who they could converse back and forth with the interpreter.
They had a sellout. They always sell out.
That was written over 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So they had Jake had the scriptures So yeah, they had the warning.
What did it say? They went to a further land to keep the laws of the Most High. You know, but that got lost too because with the Spanish Inquisition and them coming in, they made them conform to. You could see that in that movie, "Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee." They had they embedded this doctrinated systematic teaching into their minds. And you got to remember 3 important Edomites and got to write it down and make sure you and take tests on that. So now that's how they grow up. Next thing you know, 50 years later, 60 years later, they these colleges do work. Go ahead.
They showed that in that movie,
Yeah.
So you seen it like one generation where they lost everything they came with. Yep. Their diet changed, it made them diabetics. Yeah. So they changed Jake's diet, our whole culture, man. Yeah. Yep. They got over their loss, they all worshiping the tree and shit, and the spirits and shit.
Hugging trees and shit. Get off the tree, Jake. God damn. Verse 20. And he said, that which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man.
That's what defileth. That's why it talks about those virgins, the 5 virgins that wasn't. I mean, the pretty much paraphrasing the saints that didn't defile themselves with women, meaning philosophies and things that you can learn upon this earth. You know what comes out of you because of what you've been taught. So you can't teach a false doctrine, man. And be full of light. Anybody that talks without this doctrine, because it says to the law and to the testimony, they speak not according to this word, there's no light in them. So if you're speaking anything outside this Bible and the way it should be taught, you're teaching the devil's doctrine. You're teaching, it could be about anything, man. It could be about, Jake think he owns something like the melanin, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Doing whole breakdowns. And then that's all they teach about. What about the other stuff, man? That's just, exactly. What about us? What about the spiritual aspect of things, man? How a man thinks and how he should perceive things, man. About everything he does, man. What he eats, how he's supposed to treat his family and his wife and all that, man. And his brethren and all that.
That's why we got apostles and elders, man. We got them because even when I be quiet, sometimes I be like, out of nowhere, like, what you think about this, man? I'm like, yeah. This is what I think. That's what we got when we got the brotherhood, man. You get to really tap in to life, man. The aspects of things that we really didn't know about, man, when we came into truth, True. Man.
Like Apostle, I say true education means from within. People think you can get it outside. No, it's supposed to be from within. And it really starts with your family, which they supposed to be in the truth, man. They don't know. But they supposed to be teaching the same thing we teach.
Verse 21, for from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts.
So you can sit down with a man, especially Edom, and he's like smiling on the outside and everything, but inwardly, like you said,
I know about that food.
No, the other one too. War was in his heart. He's speaking smooth things, but inwardly, he's like, and it said that inward thoughts is that their house will continue forever. So you know what they wanted when they was in slavery, as back in the slave days when they were so-called slave masters, they wanted their slaves, Jake, to be slaves forever. They wanted their houses to continue forever. So that lets you know where their mind state is and has been since those times. Even going back to the Greeks when they got established with Alexander the Greek, and the Romans came after them. And then now we're in the last leg of Rome. They thinking it's the same spirits, thinking the same kind of way.
Yeah, and that's why we like Saquon said, we got to be careful around our family because inward they rabbits and wolves too, unless they in this truth, man.
Yeah,
they just like Esau, man. Until they come into this truth, just like when we see the Matrix, they say, hey, they're gonna be a potential agent until they cross over into the real world, until they're born again. You understand that? We in captivity, man.
Yeah,
Jake think we free out here, man.
You have more on that?
Your point is at 22. So proceed evil thoughts, adulteries,
like that's not pleasant to the Most High, man. Man be like trying to justify it, like, yeah, she was just kept looking at me, man. She was just fine. It ain't my fault, this nigga should take care of his own. Nah, man. Go ahead.
Fornications.
Go ahead.
Murders.
Go ahead.
Thefts,
like we said, kleptomaniac or just thieving. What it say, like you said scripture earlier, he came The thief came not but to steal, kill, and destroy, man. John 10:10. That's what they did to the land. And when say to see Jake, he's an upright man. And Yahweh know this devil. And Yahweh shot the spirit know this devil. That's why it says, hey, have you tried my son Job? He's an upright man that's filthy. And I know he ain't gonna curse you. He ain't gonna curse me, man. Try him. And that's who they go after. But they want to try to prove Most High wrong. You ain't gonna prove the Most High wrong, man. He made your ass and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah, checkmate, man. Hey. You've been checkmate ever since the Most High made your ass. You know, he ain't gonna get no
precept in Jeremiah where he said, when you was in our belly, I knew you.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 1:5.
Yeah. And what did Job say too? When I was in my mother's belly before I even came to earth, he said before a man even saw. But then Most High watches you when you see. You don't be a baby and be like, I'm taking care of myself in the womb. Most High take care of his prophets in the womb. So that's why we born today. That's why you see them across the world today.
Even miscarriages and stuff like that, that's coming from the Most High. If he don't want you on the planet, he ain't gonna even step foot in this motherfucker.
He killed David firstborn. You know,
he ain't supposed to be here. He ain't gonna be here. So it's a blessing that we here and we know the truth, man. That's how you know the Lord's dealing with us, you know? That's how you know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You know? Covetousness.
He's killing, he make it alive.
Yep.
Covetousness, you know, that means you covet a man's property or something like that. And a woman is a man's property. You're not supposed to covet his wife, man.
Yep.
You know? Or his property or his possessions and shit, man.
Yep.
A woman is a man's possession, man. So she ain't even supposed to be nowhere near your woman and shit. You got all these celebrities and talking about, you know, I'm playing this role and playing the role for 6 months and this man's playing his playing her husband. We just worked on this movie. That's it. You've been away from your husband 6 months, hugged up with this guy.
Goddamn Jake talking about some Mr. Studio girl. You look at your ass blown up, Jake.
Yeah, man. Hey.
What you say? I'm Tyrone.
Yeah. Okay. All them demon ass Usher.
Stop playing with
Usher MFs, man. Can't stand a nigga like that, man. Go ahead. Wickedness. Deceit. That's what they kick off. Wickedness and deceit. Go ahead.
Lasciviousness.
And that's the worst kind. It's almost like, hey, they try to justify these transgenders and all. That's deceitful, man. You dressing up in the wig and a dress and making a man cut off the lights and making a man drunk and make him think that you're a woman. Your ass need to be destroyed for that. That's heavy ass deceit. Most I don't like that.
Yep.
Go ahead.
An evil eye.
So you got plotters around the world with an evil eye, man. Especially Esau. He got an evil eye. What did it say? And that came up on Jake. That curses, he shall have an evil eye toward his brother. That we used to love each other, man. But that Esau used to be our enemy. These other nations used to be our enemy. But Most High, they said y'all gonna become like y'all's enemy, man. Go ahead.
And I was gonna say that evil eye gonna do what you open up camp with, going to that Illuminati, that one eye symbolism. That eye, that's the Esau want to keep his eye on you. His eye is evil,
plotting it,
you know. And he usually it goes into all kind of different things too, like this technology. Other people, they say other Jakes, he'll use anybody to come spy on you, man. A couple bucks. Hey, watch him when he come out the dark. They want to know your patterns because they're hunters. A hunter wants to know the pattern of a creature. That way he can, unalive you. And when you unpredictable, which what the truth kind of get to you, because you get the wisdom out of understanding. That's when Esau kind of get depressed. Like, man, he ain't go where I thought he gonna go. He didn't go like,
exactly.
Like I said, they can't even get no sleep unless they call something to fall. He can't even get no sleep, man. He be tossing and turning in the bed like
Newports.
Yeah, he's out there on the back porch twitching. He can't.
That's why what did it say? Samaria means watch. Pretty much watch tower, whatever, Shamar, and it used to be a hill or a mountain. So we didn't use telescopes. Well, they had ancient telescopes, but we used to go to the top of the hill and look toward our enemy and being able to see what's going on because that's how regional places was. Like we didn't, the neighboring cities and all that they wasn't concentrated like Esau got them built on top of building.
And that's why they had to separate Israel, because they even had like Issachar, man. Issachar, they was the ones who discerned the signs in the times, so they be the main one on the mountains. Like, okay. And they telling us what to do and stuff, man.
That's why
they wouldn't want us together, man.
That's why you got that. They got that Aztec
calendar,
Mayan calendar, and that thing is intricate when you see it. How it's designed, man.
Yeah,
it's almost make me think about the pyramids that the Hebrews built. It's like our people was some spectacular people. That's why the Most High had to humble us. Like y'all doing too
y'all
much.
be out here bragging like y'all can see
building pyramids like now. Especially when you look at King Solomon. King Solomon had us balling so hard and doing so good. You like, nah.
They thought Solomon was the doorman. You know what I mean? They was like, yeah. He's like, nah, I'm just a doorman. He said, I thought you were just standing outside your crib.
It describes his. Hey, we had gold vessels and plates and all that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Solomon had some rings and
he did.
Gold necklace. And
You know, Jake balling like that, they get complacent. You know, they get lazy.
It's a scripture that says, I think it's comparable to the kingdom. He said, no one has seen that glory in all Solomon's glory or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? As decked out and Prince Solomon was with all his Jews and all that. The kingdom is not. It's going to be much greater than that. You know what I'm saying?
That was pretty much just a glimpse. You know,
appetizer.
He a real man.
Hey, and you know, like you said, you know, Jake is, you know, you got a lot of Jakes that had that bougie mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, and we get it, you know what I'm saying? Because we are, you know, Yasha Allah, you know. So,
Get back our glory.
You got Jake's coming out. This his homeboy poor and shit. He coming out with jewels and shit. And, you know, like, all right, nigga. You know, like, no, you ain't supposed to do that. Help the man out. Give him a job or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like next Friday, I got the
because like you said, that fits what Howard Shot said. What did he tell the rich ruler? He said, "You want to come follow me? Okay, sell everything you got and get to the poor."
Yeah.
You know, because he had more than enough.
And not only that, he was telling his own people of the Jew nation, because we are one kingdom, of course, but we got split. He's like, you can't look down at your Judah can't look down at his brother. That's why I said Judah fell too, because it was the Israel fell away, and then Judah was left only. So that's why a lot of the times they was bragging kind of against Yahweh Shai, like, hey, we the people, we the oracles of God, we the Levites, we got the laws of Moses, we go back to Moses, and they've been, these are who are these people? And they're like, nah, our people got scattered. Remember that? Remember the other part of the kingdom. Remember the two nations, the two kingdoms should be one kingdom.
Yeah,
that's why under Solomon, it was like, who's gonna get passed down because Solomon, he was king, getting Jeroboam or Rehoboam. But Jeroboam, like, I don't want to follow that, because I want to be king too. So, but they do have, it was two kingdoms.
Yep.
But the Most High said, y'all ain't gonna do that. Nah, y'all gonna come together as one kingdom. Y'all all gonna be priests.
Yep.
140,000 priests, kings and priests. Because there used to be just the Levites.
He said, since y'all didn't want to be rich together, now you get to be broke together.
Yeah.
So we get back.
You build back up. The all tribes coming together. That's why I mentioned 12 tribes, 12,000 from each tribe in Revelation.
And when we say like, bro, we don't mean like Jake's got money problem, Jake. It's like we got a sovereignty problem. We don't have no land that we can call our own, man. That's what we mean by poor. Not that we ain't got no provisions. We workers. Especially Issachar and them, they out working all us straight up.
You got Jake.
We ain't got no institutions.
No
systems.
No nothing.
You got Jake talking about I'm balling. They get on Facebook, a little $1,000. And they talking about, then you hear then you rich, bro.
Oh, you're not.
Let me hold something.
Yeah.
They don't man. You ain't got no, like you said, you don't have no land.
No.
You don't have you
ain't got no real resources.
Right, no, exactly.
No
right.
Like y'all said, they're in there with a racks over here in an apartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Car
you got a bunch of Esau eating faces on your head. That don't make you rich, Jake. It's the resources.
Well,
like,
don't it say in the scriptures that a rich man shouldn't, a poor man shouldn't see with a rich, sit with a rich man because he's gonna make a mockery out of you.
Yep.
You know, he's at the table for gain and all that because that's his spirit, man.
Yeah.
But Jake can have that spirit, but Most High makes sure he keep knocking Jake down and shit. That's why Jake be in the hood. He lose like, damn, man, I had a $10,000 and shit. Somebody stole that shit. Then he gotta work his way back up, and Most High kick him back down. Quit chasing that shit, Jake. That dream.
And then they go into, like, say, the drug dealers. Some drug dealers out of know they had big money. You look at them now, they like got less than what we got.
Yep.
And they be getting depressed. Man, I had this and that. They ain't do nothing with it. They say he didn't buy no land. He didn't buy nothing substantial with it. He just bought out, bought rims and cars. Gave it to the old lady. Now it's gone. Like I said, now Jay got to work back up. He working a job next to me.
Yeah.
At one point, he had about $300,000. You know, at one point, or had a couple bills.
Yeah.
Now he
that's what happens when you don't give to the brother. You don't give to the brotherhood. You don't give to the truth, man. You don't give everything you got, man. Lord will take it. That's what he said, man.
And he's dividing us because we're spiritually rich. We can't hang with the spiritually poor. Yeah. Spiritually poor is those ones that's into these philosophies and stuff like that.
Like I said, the money with the bag of holes just said that. He said he put on it, man. Yeah, you can't keep getting that shit. Jake's gonna be evil.
What's that?
We'll get back to it.
Yeah. It's blasphemy, pride, and foolishness.
Blasphemy. That's blasphemy putting that Cedric Bushir character up, man, and saying that he's the son of God, man.
Yeah.
That's blasphemy to say the Israelites are them instead of us. Man. You know? Go ahead.
Pride and foolishness.
Pride. It talks about his pride in Obadiah. It says his pride and the pride in thy own heart has deceived thee. He dwellest in the clefts of the rock and made set yourself his what did it say? He said his nest among the stars. You know, and he imagine how he comes out and he's at his, you know, he got the buildings, the towers. He looked across the city like, yeah. You know, this is my city, you know what I'm saying? You looking down at somebody, you know? That's how they look at us. And, you know, like we measly, we little people. We are the little people. That's okay. But our spirit is this big, you know? I mean, you know, spirit is this high. We inwardly powered men first. That's why the Most High had to like, hey, y'all gonna get y'all power, just wait. But you gotta understand the powers and the effects of power and the positions of power. Just because you are a military type man with all this power don't mean you're the greatest power in the world.
You got to respect the Most High, and the main way doing that is respecting prophecy. We got to be made low before we get lifted up, Jake. That's the prophecy.
Like I told you, it's a process. Yeah, it's a process. Like, and I told you, it's how you perceive things. You can sit down and somebody beside you, they standing up, and they be like, thinking like Hakeem that Coming to America. I thought he was the prince. Who is this? Like, because he was bragging about himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then, so when she found out, why do I always get the bad ones to sound? And that, but she didn't understand. He was a prince too. I mean, he was. He got money too.
He was a servant to the he up in there.
Remember, he asked for some money, and they sent him. And he had bathers too. Like, that's your punishment. Like, shit.
He fixed the apartment up.
He can make phone calls like Hakeem.
He was like, what you do to the apartment? He said, man, I can't be living like this, man. Sorry, Pop.
But you see how the perception of our women is off, man. Like, we gonna all be kings and priests. If my brother, he's important like I am. He's rich like I am in the spirit. On down him and then try to, go ahead.
All these evil things come from within.
They come from within. A man found up on his heart. Even they got something called premeditated murder. It's worse than murder itself because you thinking it in your mind all this. You must have been plotting this. You set it up like this. That's how Esau does. Everything is premeditated with him. Even when it talks about Most High saying, don't try to figure out what you'll say. The Holy Spirit will come upon you and give you a mouth what to say. That's how the Most High is. He's quickening. You don't think the Most High can give us immortal bodies right now? But we got to learn how to take care of this body first before we get the spiritual body. You know, this is a learning training program that Most High has us on. You know what I'm saying?
Like what Zaquan said, Alabama. He said the Bible is rehab for kings. And I like that analogy. That's what it is. King mindset. We got to know how to rule first. Before we give it to you. We got to talk.
Premeditated murder. That just going to prove that he saw Edom get inspired the words of Yahweh to be outside. One of his laws said, "Thou shalt not kill." Yeah, that goes into premeditation. Yeah, premeditated murder.
And it says in the scriptures, meditate upon these words all day and night. It didn't say premeditate on these words, right? Because you know you like, even if it's a poor situation, you be like, you ain't gonna be able to say enough to where you rehearse and all that. See, they do it for Hollywood. They'll do it, you know, play their roles and all that. But you know, when they leave that role off of Hollywood, they don't remember those lines. They gotta think like, damn, what was my line back then in one of the movies I did? So you really can't take nothing with you and have nothing in you unless the Most High wants to keep it there. You know, go ahead.
As a preset is gonna back up everything y'all was saying. Straight up, and then get back on site too on the thing. Psalms 10. I'm gonna start at verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. See right there, so Esau not gonna seek after the Most High, man. He throw the Lord's fence behind him, and that's like, you gotta see. You see, the Lord told us to seek His face. Esau not gonna do that. And then verse 5 said, "His ways are always grievous; thy judgments are far out of His sight. As for all His enemies, He puffeth up at them." So Esau can't see the righteousness of Yahweh Bashar because the Lord said He the serpent, He eat dust all the days of life, so He can't drink on His living water.
Yeah, He carnal minded, man.
Yeah,
exactly. And then
they see through, like we said, they see through the peephole of that horoscope. They call it a horoscope. They peep through the eye of the Egyptology because they want to figure like, damn, who had the Israelites in slavery? They're gonna model themselves after that, so they'll know how to do us right here in America.
Yeah, they use that soothsaying that which to practice divination.
Yeah, the Chaldeans, the daughter of the Chaldeans. That's America, man.
Witchcraft. Yeah, you know, and that's even when you go into that term serpent. In the beginning, when it talks about the serpent, man, it says the serpent practice divination. That's talking about the seed line of people we're talking about, man.
Right? Let's go bit another thing you said on verse 6. It says, "He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity." Like you talking earlier, I get on high. You think ain't nobody gonna break me down? He be looking on high like I got all the technology out, billions of dollars. What this broke nigga on the corner gonna do? Broke niggas. And it shows that they missing it too. When you say I should not be moved, I should not go on the mission. You go to slavery. You know what I'm saying? What we talking about it frequently. Them going into captivity.
Yeah,
you know?
They don't see it. They'll be like, it said, how is he numbered among the saints? Like they didn't see it, you know, like all that they look for, it says. They didn't have a vision of the so-called black man coming to save his people in a chariot. Go ahead.
I got verse 7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit.
Full of cursing and deceit, man, and full of fraud, man. He's fraudulent. This America wasn't even here. You know, he's from the caves of Caucasus Mountains, you know, and he don't tell people that, man. Like people, if I met Esau, I said, "Where you from, man?" Well, originally, I'm from the Caucasus Mountains. Like, oh shit, that makes sense. You know, go ahead.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Under his tongue is mischief, man, you know, and vanity. Because what he's speaking is not going to come about. There's new world order. He's going to try it and attempt it and put it into play, but it ain't going to come out like he wanted to. The outcome of it. Most High said he interrupt his, he despised what did it say? His enterprise. Disappoint his enterprise. You know.
Job 5.
5 and 12. Yep. Go ahead.
And quick freestyle, brother.
It said, because this is the point right here I want to get to talk about, that site. This is verse 8, Psalms 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking place of the villages.
There you go.
In the secret places doth he murder in the innocent.
Murder the innocent, you know.
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
Yeah.
Eyes
privily set against the poor, and he does that too today. I mean, one of his you know, the Bohemian Grove and all that, and even Hollywood, the hills of Hollywood, they have eyes. They murder up there. They do sacrifices there. Yep. A lot of people don't even want to go there because, you know, what they do and what is known for them to do, which is kidnap people, murder people, sacrifice. He was gonna say something.
That's the national forest.
Yeah.
Those have like so many missing people.
Oh yeah.
That's why they made that movie like The Hills Have Eyes. Yep. Stuff like that.
Yep. I was gonna ask your point, Zaquan, you talked the Bohemian Gold, bro. They use an owl as the symbol of that. The owl is on the $1 bill. And the reason they use the owl is because the owl got some big old eyes and you can see in the dark.
Yep.
So they use that as like an animal with their face for their wickedness.
Not only that, it turns its neck 360 degrees, so they can watch everything around them.
There you go.
Oh, that's big. That's heavy. Heavy. That's why they worship that.
And the eagle.
Amazon camera.
And the eagle. They consider that's their bird. You know, I mean that's their symbol. The eagle. When you see an eagle, he keys in. He's direct with his prey. Like he swoops it and can't get away. He keys in on it.
Got that eagle eye, got that sight.
That's another reason why, you know, we call this place spiritually and serious. You know, they had the griffin. Yep. You know, they had them eagle wings on them, man. They took a lot of philosophies and things that, you know, in those, and that's why you got to know your history, Jake, because if you know that, you're like, damn, we is the same place all over again, man. We really ain't in Kansas.
We are, that's what I was saying, man. That's what I was gonna say. We Alice in Wonderland, man. We Black Alice and with Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, man.
Yeah, man.
This is a great, like we said, it's the greatest movie. One thing I got to mention too, that the TV, they call it the One-Eyed Devil. So everything on that TV is a program. Everything that you see, they already just set it up, pre-made it. So that's why they're keeping tabs on the TikTok, YouTube, because it's like a spontaneous. Oh, just let me do a video. Go ahead. Windows. We're gonna get that scripture because the windows is kind of like what it says in Ezekiel, digging in that wall, you know, and seeing what the different worlds that's out there. Now we're seeing like we didn't even know they existed. The poverty and all these nations going to war, what they have and stuff. They're promoting weapons. We didn't know that. We was just watching TV. Go ahead. And whatever the news, that's what we watch.
The smart TVs, like you said, the smart TV, they can see you on your screen, man. So you watch TV, they watching you.
They watching you.
Watching what you got going on in your house. That's a camera.
And pretty much. And recording everything.
Hey, they show you that on what's that? The Matrix, Revolution, or no, Reloaded.
The
second one. When Neo he came into the God so-called
architect.
He came in there. All white. He had all them screens.
All the monsters.
Every living
since he was born
on the planet.
Since he was born.
Since
like the Truman Show. You got them cussing out. See, they're gonna have us, but they're gonna use AI too. Like they already did with the apostle drinking and giving, they're gonna do that. But the Most High, like we said, on the right hand side, Most High's eyes on the sinful kingdom. He got angels reporting what they do, and what 2/3 of Jake do, and what we do. So that's the angel spiritual cameras, angels, man.
You said you had something out?
Let's go back to that point.
Go ahead.
With the time, Juan was talking about Esau, but he's about to have his kingdom built up. And he's not going to be able to enjoy it. So this Job chapter 20 and verse 23, it says, when he is about to fill his belly, I will lie to the outside, shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
So let's draw a physical picture. Like, then you invite all your friends, you know, like, man, we finally completed your elite friends.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and you sit down at the table and you got the wine and everything's set and you're about to eat because it's a celebration. That's how we did. A lot of times, like when we defeated these nations, we got high holy days and we ate and drink, you know what I'm saying? and they about to fill their belly with this new world order. Like, you know, and I broke this lock here, but I broke this down before. Like, on the dollar bill, it's still a fiat, it's still a physical currency.
Yeah.
But they don't have. When you look at the pyramid on the dollar bill, the triangle is not connected with the rest of the pyramid because it's not really the complete vision of it.
Yeah.
So the complete vision of it is when this is done away with, and it's the digital currency.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
On that table, they're gonna have 2/3 on that table. What they're gonna have on that table, they're gonna have a fork in it. You know, you're gonna be like, oh, this is done, it's ready to eat.
Yeah, like that's their last hurrah to get these Israelites.
You got to dig in. You got to have Jake out here doing the heel toe. He ain't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Jake doing some weird ass shit on that shit.
And he knows how to do that in a physical way, but it's a process. Yeah. So he'll raise the rent in certain neighborhoods, and Jake, because Jake ain't gonna be able to afford it, so he'll move to this section. So it's kind of like he already knew Jake was gonna do that. But now it's kind of like, well, we need to hurry up. We need to speed this thing up. Just chip their asses.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. They tired of working with this process thing.
That's in the quote.
Yeah. You know.
That's in the quote. Rothschild. No, not Rothschild. Rockefeller. What was it? David Rockefeller. One of his quotes. Yeah. Said that. He said they got they don't have a wide window to you know,
with. I mean, to
do they. I can't do
perform their enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, I got that quote. Yeah. So, and hey, that links right. That shows you they know who they are. Because that link, what he said in that quote links directly with Revelation 12:12. When they said, but they know because they know that they have but a short time.
Come down great rat.
Yeah, and they don't have because they know they ain't gonna. They like shit. Because they know the leaks. You know, they know. Yeah, they know something is coming.
And when you look up that word knoweth, just be quick so you finish that. When you look up that word knoweth, it said to perceive with the eyes, because he can't see spiritually. He's seeing them chariots. He's seeing Jake standing on the corners. He like, hey man, we almost out of time. We got some move, man.
Yep.
New brothers, so you know that, new brothers coming in. Hey, he's like, we got some move. Oh no, we got to go. Yep. Honey, get your bags. We got to go.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no.
Yep. You know, hey, pretty soon I'm just gonna feed off it a little bit. You know, hey, Trump, he might be a robot. His real self is in getting ready to try to go out of space or in his underground bunkers and shit. You looking at a robot and shit.
I said that in the truck. I said that in the truck on the way coming here. I said, you look him in his eyes like something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Especially like Elon Musk. I believe the show that's a robot, but that dude be buffering and shit.
Yeah, he down there. He down the real one down there. The real one down in there, turned into sleep. Probably already got boils from the MOTB.
Yeah.
Boiling, like can't he be seen out here already getting jacked up.
Well, you remember the Terminator when he called? He was looking for Sarah Connor, and he called her on the phone, and then called random Sarah Connor numbers, and he can do his voice just like Sarah Connor because he's a robot. So he called the right one and talked to her family, and he sounded like her, and that's what got to the address so he could take her out. Yep. So they got robots that imitate our voices and our, movements and all that.
Yeah, they always been doing a lesson on that. They got what you call a twin bot, where they can make a twin of you, make like an actual replica of you, and then they have the grief bot or the dead bot, where they can get people to talk to their loved one that was
past.
Yeah.
Yep. Doing all that.
The finish off is Job 20 and 23, and it says, and he shall reign upon him while he is eating.
While he is eating, man. And that power is going to come up on them, especially America being an example. The missiles are going to come up on America suddenly. She shall be destroyed, man. Because she's really not looking toward her end. They trying to rebuild this place with this digital stuff, man. But it ain't gonna work. Most High gonna take it down.
Yeah, that's yeah. I was shot. What he say? If the days are not shortened, then no flesh shall be saved.
Right.
He gonna try to do like the movie, iRobot, turn everything and everybody digital. Matter of fact, I went to a lesson of the day. What is that? Elon Musk, and a lot of brothers did touch on that lesson. But what's the expanding the production of the Neuralink?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it said something. What it said in the article said that he's trying to basically link a human mind to AI. Yeah. So make humans and AI one. Yeah. You know.
Yep. And that shows you how they got a God complex, because that's how we trying to do it for us. Yeah. Bring us in one tribe.
But what it say in the scriptures? It says, can a man make a God like unto himself? Right. So they gotta do a robot style. They can't make a man like that, man. Go ahead.
Going back to Mark,
that's why I said serve him, the Most High, give him the praise that made heavens and the earth. They didn't make heaven and earth. They can only build on it. Go ahead.
This is going back to Mark chapter 7, verse 23. All these evil things come from within.
They come from within. Go ahead.
And defile the man.
And then that's what defiles the man.
Boy, he just did he did drifting. Hey man, place getting wild, man.
Yeah. But you know, spirits
he hit it though.
Spirits are roused up, man.
He hit it though. Hey, he hit it. He ain't hit nothing.
Hey, so for a second, I thought he was about to hit that donut.
I thought he was.
Back
that's the Lord showing he excited. He said the brothers out there. He said, he was shouting out. He was shouting out to the best.
Well, and
ain't nobody get hurt.
Yeah, and that's what we say too. Like when you supposed to learn from your nation and your teachers out of your nation and your people and your home and all that. Once you start messing with the Esau's philosophies, going to schools, your children gonna come home like, well, they do it. Why can't I do it, Daddy? Right. Well, we don't do stuff like that. And then the school kids are gonna put pressure on your kid, you know, thinking they weird or something because you don't dress like them. Or they see a young female with a dress. Why do you wear dresses? Right. And you got to, but see, that's the turning of things upside down. Esau turned the whole world down, man. It used to be normal for a woman to wear a dress.
Now they think it's normal for a woman to be all buff and shit. Yeah. Have some damn wranglers on and shit, like doing push-ups, like open. Oh, man.
Lifting weights and shit.
Oh, man. It shows how the truth is up in the South so much. I pulled my children out of school. They get homeschooled. That's what he don't like. Yeah. Now I can't watch your church like I would have. You don't pull them out my system. So I don't like that. I got to make new moves, new agendas. Now Jake's starting to get smart. He don't want to go to my school. And I don't like that. Like, what the hell?
And you remember back then.
Money too.
Yeah, let's say money up. Right.
So he go back, back then, what's that dude named Alex Jones? Yeah, man. Man, I can't remember the dude now. You know the one that was talking to David Rockefeller.
Anthony Russo.
Yeah, Russo.
Anthony Russo.
Something like that.
TV.
Yeah. But in that interview, he was saying that that was a part of that part of the rock part of the least, you know, plan to you know, get the woman, get
the woman to go to work, because he asked.
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You remember saying that? And put their kids in the school.
Yeah.
You know,
so we can indoctrinate the kids.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep. And you remember they used to be on your ass back then when your kid missed school.
Russo.
It was like a police. They like, why is your kid missing? Like, what's going on? And then it put pressure on the parents. And so the parents be like, you need to take your ass to school. Your parents didn't care what you were learning. They just wanted you to get good grades and all that. But they'll have them teach you whatever they teach in school, man.
I free daycare.
Yeah.
I still remember it to this day, like their elementary school,
early.
How they had it, even on the test, it was the multiple choice test. And they'd be like, it was a question like, who discovered America? And if you know the truth, you know Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. But they'll make that question like a 30-point question. And if you miss it, you're going to fail the test.
Yeah. So, and like we said, they marking you if you know it. Like, if you know certain things, they be like, keep an eye on this one. He ain't supposed to know that. Go ahead. Wow. I know y'all seen that Richard Pryor skit where he said, he discovered, he's like a book, and he said, man, we were bad, man. This is all us. This is black people, man. I don't know if that was one, but they locked him in a cage, like so he can't get out and teach nobody that. Yeah. It was like they slowly walked away, like
he was discovering that skit when he went over there. I didn't know about the skit.
Yeah.
And he opened it up and said it was a bunch of black people. Oh look, they got
They started and locked them in there, man. They rather lock a man in prison with the word than let him out to teach somebody. Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 8, verse the point is in 7. Oh, did you go to 7?
Go to 7 through 12. 7 through 12.
All right. Verse 7, getting to the point, and it says, and he brought me to the door of the court, and when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall, man. It's almost like the internet when you see all that one-eye TV, that vision of that, looking through what you're supposed to see. Go ahead.
Yeah. Or like now, like you get on your phone and you go and just stream, look at all the different little clips of Jake, like that one. What's that thing that the show always Jake fighting? What's that one?
Hip hop.
Scoops.
That was Scoops.
Scoops.
It be Jake getting beat up on there, Jake fighting everything, man. It just
World Star Hip Hop. Remember that was out.
Yeah,
heavy.
Yeah.
And it has.
I don't know about Scoops. I don't know about World Star Hip Hop.
Scoops is like the new one.
It's the new one. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
World Star was starting to die out, so
so they got a new one. That's all I know. World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah. And guess who Scoops is on there? Remember the World Star Honeys? The World Star Hip Hop Honeys. Yeah. See, it was all about Jake. Exploiting Jake. Go ahead.
Verse 8, then he said unto me, son of man, dig now in the wall.
Dig in the wall, go ahead.
And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door.
A door, man. Go ahead.
Verse 9, and he said unto me, go in.
And in this case, like you said John earlier, windows, they're like doors, man. But they something's happening behind that door, man. That's the reason that you go to that door to see something. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, go in, and behold, the wicked abominations that they do there.
Look at what Israel is doing up in there. Go ahead.
Verse 10, so I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping things.
Yeah, so it's talking about men and what they do on earth. Just like Peter with the net. It said he saw all these creeping creatures that was people that was doing, our people doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, and they
talk about eating pork, swine.
Yeah, they even orchestrated in the movies too. All the movies got a damn mo in them now.
Yeah,
every single one of them. Yeah. Even like the new Stranger Things. Dude gonna come out of the closet at the end. You ain't have your kids watch the kid movie no more. It be the main character like, I like boys and shit. Like, get out of here, man.
They did that with Bel Air.
Weak ass.
I had to cut off my Disney.
Yeah, man.
Because of that.
Yeah, bro. Like,
remember?
Come on, man.
Remember Bel Air? It was cool. It was all mafia out, whatever.
Yeah.
Black family. Everybody seemed to be somewhat wholesome. Then they had the daughter liking another female.
Oh
yeah. The new Bel Air. The new Bel Air. Yeah. It's always got to be one of them. Got to be a mo. Yeah, one of them got to be a mo.
It's something that's it's entertaining. It's like it's like a dark edge of the
like a good version.
Like Carlton was jacked up. He wasn't like this. He was messed up. Right?
They told Jeff. He was part of that London game.
It's like Fresh Snowfall style. Like power. Nah, man, I like sitcom.
It said an abominable beast.
Abominable beast. There it go. What it says, I saw men as beasts.
Yep, that's what
like
beasts.
Beasts,
yeah. Ready to be destroyed. And all the idols of the house of Israel.
Because remember in the beginning it says about the beast, it said it was more it was more subtle than any beast
in the field.
Oh yeah. So and if you look up this word field, it means the world. So you can apply that to this world. And Esau is the most crafty and subtle being, so to speak, of beasts out of all these beasts.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Betrayed
but
upon
but it's talking about Israel. Go ahead.
Betrayed upon the wall round about.
Round about. Go ahead.
Verse 11, and there stood before him 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel. And in the that's all right. You keep going in?
Yeah, because I think it said that he saw even a worse thing. Okay. Go ahead.
And in the midst of them stood Jazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. Verse 12, and he said unto me, Son of man, seest thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark?
Mm-hmm.
Every man in the chambers of his imagery.
See?
And the ancient elders.
Yeah.
You know?
We all went off, man.
And that applies today too, because we see what these the head you know that they sold the bag. They took the bag. You know?
So it's a lot of dark stuff happening even within our own people.
Yep.
That's supposed to govern Israel the right way.
We ain't exempt either, man. We had to get right too. We ain't exempt. None of us are exempt, man. We ain't act like we perfect either, man. That's why you can trust the apostles, man. They ain't never act like they was just all the way right all the time, man. They talk about stories of them growing up in the truth, man. You know, that's how we know we on solid ground, man. We real men. For they say the Lord seeth us not.
Lord seeth us not. So basically, the form of things, Jacob is the form of things. We did this first. We went off, and now Esau's in that place. So guess who was the sinful kingdom that Most High was looking at? It was really us. Guess who the Jews were in the scripture when it says they are not Jews, but the same God of Satan? That's what was us.
You know, that's proud as hell. All these goddamn eyes everywhere. The Lord can't see.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with Jake, man? He can't see.
Yeah. They don't know that the Lord gave his spiritual sight.
Yeah.
That's spiritual sight.
It's kind of crazy because you could not see physically, but within your dreams you could see. So you know the eyes are within you. You know.
The Lord have forsaken the earth.
Yeah. So I think before that it was talking about. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 13, and he said also unto me, turn thee yet again.
Turn again, man. Go ahead.
And thou shalt see greater abominations that they do.
You're gonna see greater abomination. Like when it started with who was that in the 90s? It started, it started with Lil Kim and all them. You didn't think nobody can get worse than Lil Kim, man. And now they got Suki Hana and shit. They got Cardi B, Megan Stallion and all that. City Girls and all that. Yeah. You thought that was the worst.
I said, Nasty Red. They call it
Sexy Red.
Sexy about it.
Yeah. Nothing, man.
Come on, man. STD with that.
But it just when you think it couldn't get no worse, it got worse. And if we live on, it could get worse than this. But most likely, you don't want to see. You don't want to see it get like that.
He had Ezekiel turned a whole bunch of times. He's seen a whole bunch of shit.
Man.
You know he was terrified too, man. Because he knew that if we was all like that, all of us had to pay for it. Ezekiel was probably terrified when he seen that, man.
And they really want this earth set up like the movies. Like how they, like you said, they just have a naked dude running across the screen out of nowhere.
Like this whole movie on the screen. Like,
they want that to be normal. You know how they used to have the Roman statues back then, all out in the streets with the loins showing and children. That's how they want this place, but they convicted within themselves when we out there. So they don't want. That's why they trying to stop the word. Go ahead.
I got a preset kind of fit what we've been talking about. I ain't fit the theme of the lesson. I like this Psalm 25, verse 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. So that goes what y'all talking about. Now we see the Lord's righteousness. See the laws, commandments, like Bob Michael was talking earlier, we got the apostle elders that we get to see. We should see your teachers. They showing us how to do this thing the righteous way. So now that we see, and then we also see Esau. We see your wickedness. Y'all talked about it earlier. This devil bringing all these little wicked Eves in, wicked Jakes through the music. Like we can see, we are witnesses. The witness sees things. That's what they call it, an eyewitness.
Well, eyewitness, and they call us witnesses, man. Like we witnessing things and reporting. Praying to the Most High and reporting to each other what we see, because you got to confirm stuff, right? You see what I see? I see it.
You know, trying to act like they the news report. They're like, eyewitness news 5. You got to come first. No, you didn't. Nah.
Well, before you do that, right quick, I'm glad you brought that up, eyewitness, because the CBS, the logo is an all-seeing eye. If you look at the CBS logo, so they watching, like you said, they watching.
Go ahead. To bring verse 15, because this helps us. You go to Psalms 25 and 15. It said, "My eyes are ever toward the Lord, but He shall pluck my feet out of the net." So it goes into salvation, the mercy, and what it is because we see the Lord. He said, "My eyes are ever toward the Lord." So when you seek the Lord's face, you see the Lord, and He tells us how to conduct ourselves, how to move, who our enemies are. That's you plucking your feet out of that net, because everything Esau set up was a trap, and it needed to be dark so you don't see it's a trap. But we see the trap, you know, we see our eyes toward the Lord, so we see everything. We got that spiritual eyesight, which is better than the physical eyesight. Now with AI, you can't just believe your physical eyes no more. Now you're gonna need something a little bit deeper. You're gonna need that spiritual discernment, and that goes to, like they call it, saying the word, a third eye. That's a spiritual eye.
They got a word in the French, clairvoyance, you know. But that when you go into that word, hey, it's like they got a sixth sense. You know, you can see things that nobody else can see. You know?
I like that word you brought up, because the clairvoyance going to clarity. Clarity means clear. I can see now, it ain't blurry. I got a clear sight. What they call it, 4K. Devil, I see what you're doing. I'm about to call it out to the whole nation. You know, with the house is listening. You know, we got the believers, they're listening. And they're going to believe the report because they believe on Yahweh Shah. We tell them, Esau doing this, Esau doing it, he coming like this. They're going to, they're going to follow formation. They're going to do differently. Now Esau, like, I got a whole nation of Yasharala. You know, like you said earlier, they hurt my revenue. They ain't smoking cigarettes like they used to. That they eating my pork, so my pork industry going down. They ain't going to my club. The whole club, I heard club life is over with. Club going down.
He got to represent us. He was going into the schools, telling them, you know, talk to the kids, you know, quit eating this, quit eating that, like the bad stuff, and people stop smoking cigarettes, stop buying the product, and the one Edomite dude, the top guy, Edomite dude, he's mad about that. Man, we losing money, we ain't buying it. The people not buying our stuff because of this man. So he tried to come to Booty Tank with a deal. Try to, you know, set them up. You know, man. So that's
how they did it. They got remember the fake booty tangs. That's the false camps. They got false camps out here to mislead the people.
That's like a fake booty tank. False camps.
They be like, what is Jake talking about? Booty tank.
Hey, it's a ritual though.
Yeah, it is.
They checked it out.
There's another thing y'all gotta check out. Y'all might have seen it, Space Invaders. Cosmic Slop is, you know, George Clinton and all them. And you remember that? And remember, it ain't gonna spoil it, but remember, they was kind of picking up the brown people from color paper bag and darker, you know, that type of thing. Basically melanated people. And then he said that the Space Invader people, I mean the people up in the chariots or Space Invader, they wanted brown people to exchange or something. And he was, they said, well, he said, what do you want? He said, we want brown people. We'll pick them up and we'll give you this instead, you know, or whatever. Make that deal. He said, well, Benson, you know, he said he was a black man, but they asked Benson, and he said, well, what does this mean and all that? He said, and they started doing the calculations. Well, all our consumption, all our you know, productivity, sales are going to go down because the black man, he's the #1 consumer, They calculated the liquor. They calculated the food. You know, they calculated like, damn, y'all gonna take everything from us. Because they're the ones that
all we got.
Support us. I mean, keep the world running, basically.
Yeah,
a day without a Mexican, you know? That means that a whole world is gonna fall apart if we don't have them working for us. So we keep the country working, man. Country up and standing by our labor and all that. So, you know, they giving hints and signs knowing that we those people, man, really.
Yeah.
You know?
We basically just making America Babylon a great night so the Lord can blow it up.
They fatten it up for it. Fatten it up like a slide.
Yeah. What he said? He said you become as fat as a heifer. How deliciously she has lived.
Yeah.
And voluptuous.
Our Jake's back, man. Yeah. Slavery of us, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an invitation.
Yep. Yeah.
The elite got rich off our labor.
Yeah.
It's in Ezekiel too.
Yeah.
28.
There's a term. Remember that term saying you see what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
But not in America, because what you see ain't even real.
Yeah. Just you get catfish out here.
Yeah.
Trust hole.
Yeah. You gotta be a boss. She be pretty and fine all that online, but she's a bald, fat, greasy, chickeny, just like what is that? Chris Tucker said. Got out the car looking more like Freddie Jackson.
Yeah. You ain't getting no unblemished lambs over here. Ain't none of that over here.
Yeah. And see, women don't have to feel in their minds. They don't have to feel ugly anymore. They can just put on makeup and shit. I'm pretty as hell.
Catfish and even in real, like in person, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, we spiritual beings, so we spiritual beings, so it ain't about looks enough. We just, don't try to act like, like you just shit, okay? Don't take 1,000 pictures of yourself online.
Yeah, but a look has a certain, because it says there's a certain look to a man, like even with wisdom, it'll change a man's countenance and all that. So you do have a certain look, and then your character, what you wear, should represent you. Like Dave Chappelle said, he said in a skit, he's like, well, shit, you surely have, I didn't know you have whore's uniform on. I didn't know you wasn't no whore. So, like we said, when a woman, she's supposed to dress modesty in a dress. Then you're going to be like, that's what women are supposed to wear. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, too, but when we look at women, we don't go like a carnal man. We look at it like, we're going to talk to her. See what's going on with that inner woman.
Exactly.
If they don't match up with like what we own, like I don't care how good you look on the outside, your inside ain't good. When I talk to you, I'm gonna get on the inside of you, man. What books you read, man? What God you represent? Like you go to church, you can ask certain buzzwords. You like, I come in the name of Jesus. Nah, baby, I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Well, no. Where she at? Like, what's God's name?
See, women don't understand that. Okay, you gonna look, man. But that ain't the overall thing, man. Because you got eyes.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like, yeah, she got a nice body, but like you said, but what about her mind?
Yeah, we looking for somebody who's waiting on the kingdom like us. We not even looking. That's what we're gonna look for if we get approached. Yeah. Like I said, don't even seek to have a wife. Yeah. Just seek the kingdom of heaven, man.
We're gonna try our spirit though. How we do that? It's a conversation. Based on what coming out of our mouth, we'll know where she at. Like how I do, I ask me what music you listen to. They making a Stallion, Cardi B, like you don't even like want to right there. Flags. So now I already know what you want. You want hot girl summer ratchet stuff based on the music.
Yeah, because what it becomes next, like if they listen to that music, they're gonna be influenced by it, and then they're gonna start dressing like Cardi B, thinking like Cardi B. So it's a consciousness within them to make that decision to do that. We can go to Psalm 69 and 23.
Go ahead, Psalm 69, 23.
So that's what you gotta. That's why it says them that go inside the heart of a man is what comes out of the heart of a man defiles a man, because you're gonna be speaking and talking how what you grew up or what's in your mind,
whatever you digest.
Yeah,
your spirit.
So, but you got to keep your children, catch your children before they get indoctrinated, before they get embedded with those things.
Yep.
You got to explain to them what they're seeing when they're watching these cartoons. You know that, talking about that, son.
And that's why a lot of our people are through, man, because we didn't come in the truth, in a quick enough time to really catch what was happening when we was growing up, around our families and stuff. But the Lord made it like that. He put everybody in their lot they're supposed to be like, you know. And that's why, you know, you just got to let them be like that, because it's like if we try to change them and the Lord don't want to change, it's like we striving against the Lord. And that was like one of my first struggles I had coming in the truth, man. I was like, man, why don't you get it, man? Because my family is hardcore, you know, Jesus Christians, man.
You know, when it goes into like our people, the nation, like, you know, they've been so uneducated for so long that they lost it. That's because, you know, they departed because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah, drew back his prophets. For a long time, the prophets wasn't on the scene. What's that? Second Chronicles 15 or something like that. They said they have been without the Most High for a long while. They have been without the Most High in teaching priests.
Same way with the Thessalonians that fallen away. Yeah.
They received not the love of the truth.
Yeah. Would it say that have been so long without fruit? You know what I'm saying? So even with anything you plant, it ain't gonna grow overnight. You gotta wait, and you gotta water it. Right? So, you know, a lot of like Esau's world, he got everything. He don't want to plant no more. Everything is GMO, microwave. He don't want to see people grow up.
He don't even want to work out. He got fat burning pills and shit.
Yeah,
like, you ain't gotta work out. You just pill and you sweat. Like
that proved his nation too, because when he sold his birthright, he sold it for one morsel of meat.
He didn't want to cook. He didn't want to cook. He didn't want to be patient and wait. He wanted to hear people.
What about praying? He said, I'm at the point to die. I'm faint. What about praying and Most High preserve me? Like, you know. So I won't faint, and then Most High. Then you look around as a turkey sandwich somewhere. You know, you're able to preserve. You know,
turkey sandwich on the ground.
So hey, with Jacob's trouble, and I'm talking about, talking about myself. You know, like when the time of Jacob's trouble, it says hasten not to do evil, and hasten not in the time of trouble. Like wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it ain't gonna be nothing to eat. People blowing their brains out. Hey, it's still food on the shelves. And they still blowing their brains out, man. Like just wait and
then the Lord bringing Jake still beat the play. There ain't no difference on it, Lord. Like get your ass out of here, man.
Gonna be eating your fingers and shit.
It says Psalm chapter 69, verse 23. Let their eyes be darkened.
Let their eyes be darkened, because Most High don't want everybody to see his precious truth, man. It's like what it say when it's that female that find gold, she hides it and shows all her friends. Her friends is the ones who she trusts, and you know, it's the circle that she's in. Not everybody in the world, because they're gonna rob her. You know, so Most High don't want anybody getting his word. Let their eyes be darkened, see not. Go ahead.
That they see not.
That they see not. Man. We don't want them to see. Man. Keep living in the dark. Let the wicked continue to be wicked. You can't save everybody. You can't save all Israel, man. Even though it said all Israel be saved, that's in the kingdom, man. You can't save Israel here.
That's what I said. Those, like you said in Revelation, it said those who want to be righteous, let them be righteous.
Yep.
Those who want to be wicked, let them stay wicked, Jake. Yep. You can't interfere with the Lord's plan. Let them be filthy, man. Yeah, man.
Jumping up to 22, Psalm 69 and 22, it said, let their table become a snare before them.
Yep.
And that table, you know, back then, that's what was the tablets. I mean, well, those stones, what they call them, tablets.
Tablets?
Yeah, yeah. So back then, that's what we read off of.
Yeah.
You know?
When Moses called the children of Israel, he said he got them in the wilderness, gather around. You know, we always say gather around Israel.
Yeah.
You know, and they be like, okay, you know, and you read the scrolls and stuff, you know, and they be like, all right, so this is what we got to do. Y'all cool with it? Made a covenant, agreed.
Yep.
And then, you know, okay. And then they're like, but Moses, he come back. What about this though? Somebody having this bitch all on me and shit. Do I have to share my sandwich with it? Hey, she's your wife, right? Y'all one flesh. Hey, share with it, man.
Come on, man. Get to have the sandwich, man.
You know what I'm saying? So they always kind of had to come back and try to and ask about certain things that they you know. Go ahead.
It says, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap.
That table is representing
the scriptures.
The scriptures. They're gonna misinterpret it. And the plagues is gonna come on their ass, man.
Yeah, just like when apostles came out with certain things like the great thing. It was a stumbler. It was they caught them in a net. So they couldn't see how those things would be. Well, why was the most out? Go ahead.
Like I said, we make sure we go over that at least once a year. So you don't got no excuse, Jay.
No.
None. And that's another thing. There be some Jay be nitpicky, you don't want to talk about it. Hey, Jake, the Lord see your ass, man.
Yeah, because you could.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't really with that.
Yeah.
Because you ain't really understand the doctrine.
You could say, well, where does that say that your mother, your grandmother, your father, where does that say something in the scriptures? Where I just don't see it though. Because they ain't seeing the spirit. Most High ain't showing them to it spiritually. They might see it on the written, but they gonna like, nah, I don't believe. I don't see it.
The Lord got them in the trick bag. He he don't want them to accept it, so they get destroyed.
Yep.
He called it a stumbling block.
Yeah, stumbling block. Yeah.
Me, that's plain. Like tripping on that, like the Lord made it plain.
And that's how you know
that happens. The Lord trying to lay it plain, but
and that's how you know. That's how you know. That's another way showing. What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that that's beautiful. How that scripture goes, like we just read, what that which should have been for the welfare.
Yeah.
That's a trap.
Yeah.
What did it say about us? We said we shall be savory to salvation, salvation, and to the others a savory to death. Right? Because whoever we teach the truth to, if you're of the elect, hey, it's gonna lead you to salvation. But if you ain't of the elect, you come across the truth, you mark for death. You know, so he said what he said. It's a trap. It's a trap. You know.
Come back a little right. After they get you out 39-24.
Let's go.
And it said that his ways are plain unto the holy. Who are their stumbling blocks unto the wicked.
Plain to the holy.
And when you go into the history, it makes sense. Like how we know that Solomon was Yahushua, because he set up those wicked guys for our people to stumble upon. And now we come back. He said, I did that to you. Yeah. I made you blind. Yeah. And the only ones he let see that is us.
Hey, hey, that's the script. That's the spirit because you know, even when it says in the scriptures, we like, why did this man sin or his parents sin? He said, no, neither. Yeah. He said, it's so the Most High. I'm paraphrasing. So
his works can be
known. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Meaning that that it is gonna be spiritual power where that man can be healed. Yep. But at the same time, too, it was according to prophecy that that Isaac wasn't able to see, so he wouldn't be able to tell if it was Jacob or Esau. Yep. He said that the voice is he said the hands are Esau, but the voice is Jacob. Well, he blessed Jacob anyway. Yeah, whatever. But if he would have been able to see him, he's like, nah, you ain't Jacob. So that was
so sometimes the Lord put you under something like that just to heal you, man.
Yeah. You know? That's the spirit because that was already ordained. It said the elder shall serve the younger. And that's the reason why they got planted out in birth.
Exactly. They already promised that from the jump. That was gonna go down like that.
Yeah, to add to the point that y'all made, because they asked my question with that mission, Yahushua King Solomon, because Yahushua got punished that he committed no sin. You know, Christians, y'all
so he had,
so when they didn't know that he committed sin in his former lifetime, King Solomon, he made y'all gonna go off. There's a precept where he said, you make go off the lust of Memphis, if you start to many men, it make all the sense in the world.
It makes sense. He called him the son of David. He said Solomon was going to get the throne.
And then what the scripture say? The wages of sin is death.
Yeah.
So why did if Yahushua had no sin? I mean, why did he die? Had to die? You know, because he sinned in his previous lifetime.
And it actually says to pay for his sin, his own sins, and the people.
They still wouldn't understand that. I remember before these Christians are
They don't want to believe in reincarnation. They don't want to believe in reincarnation because guess what? He saw your back. You know, they saw he done away with.
Talking about some ain't no reincarnation. You done made the movie Lion King. Everybody done watched that shit when we was kids.
Circle
Man,
of life.
You caught, E.
Circle of life.
Yeah, it's over with, man. You coming back into slavery, okay? You coming back, man.
So say, hey, they act like you just. What it say in the Apocrypha? They like they act like, I mean, they think their life is a trace of a cloud, like they dispersing. And no, you getting brought back into this body to serve slavery, man.
And that's added in the law too, where it said you will bear the sins of your father every 3 and 2 generations.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th generations. About every 100 years, man. That's why you got.
That's why they asked that question. Did you sin? Did he sin or his parents sin?
Yep.
Because basically you bear basically you are your parents.
Yep.
Coming back again.
You
know, you are who your father is. So. Yep. You know,
so you are your forefather, you know, and that's just like when you gotta, the baby come out and be like, she acts just like grandmama, because that's probably grandmama. That's probably her, man.
Oh, he's been here before.
Yeah.
You know, like we were saying that one-eyed harlot, you know, America is a harlot that rises up from the beast. We explained that the beast, who the beast was, and they don't use. And they got, you know, even though they got Greek philosophies, there's some truth to the origin of those things, but they corrupted. So y'all remember Cyclops and stuff like that, a one-eye thing. But like you said, back then the third eye really meant your inner eye, for your inner spirit. You know, it don't have to be wicked, but the way that they have exercised on earth is wicked.
Yeah, and they
Illuminati is not wicked. It just means illuminated.
Yeah, you know, and you know, they got it in the movies and stuff like Lord of the Rings. They had the big old red eye with the one eye, and all the classics of this place, man. Have to do with this symbolism of they want to see everything. They want to be all seeing.
Yeah, it's a song called, I remember it's big. It's a Rocky movie, Eye of the Tiger. Hey, that pumps Jacob. He looks at that Eye of the Tiger. He feels invisible and shit. That Eye of the Tiger. Go ahead.
I was going to add to your point, Zaquan, because Yahweh Shah, he's the light bearer. Yeah. He's the light bearer.
Yeah,
so just being illuminated doesn't mean evil. See, they just think that because the Illuminati is something Esau. All they know is Esau. That's it. See, Georgia, like Jake don't know their culture or what they really into, man. It shows they shallow. They can't really. So when they see they like Illuminati, it just automatically, some wickedness, some devil stuff.
They elect the real Illuminati.
There you go.
We don't even know who they is either. We can't talk about it. Oh, we do. That's the real Illuminati.
Well, we can get that what you said for Jan earlier. Isaiah, you want to read it? Lucifer, yeah.
What we talking? I got
Isaiah. Thou Lucifer, son of the morning.
Oh, God. Yeah, I think it's 14.
Yeah, I think it's 14. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, in verse 12, and it said, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?"
Yeah, it's not talking about no spiritual demon Satan. About this a nation exercise themselves as Lucifer on the earth, the light bearers, the Illuminati, Rothschild Rockefellers, the main tribe of Amalekites, which is these so-called Jews and not Jews. Them, go ahead.
They're the first descendants of Esau.
And they even asked you a point when it said, "How thou art fallen from heaven." It's not literally talking about the spiritual heaven. It's pretty much talking about these devils. They have the economic power, so they're pretty much in heaven on earth.
Yeah, heaven means rulership.
Yeah.
Because the kingdom of heaven is order, rulership.
It's another scripture that says, "O Babylon, how hast thou fallen?" You know, so it ain't talking about, you know, and that's kind of one and the same because they represent Babylon too.
You leave it up to these Christians though; they'll have a video of a bitch actually falling on the ground and shit. Hey, what the hell's wrong with you?
He said, "I beheld Satan fall from his light."
Right. I think that's within that scripture, right?
No, that's Yahweh Shah said. What's that? Look in the book of Luke.
Oh yeah, when he sent out the prophets, and they came back to him.
It's Luke.
He said, he said, I already seen this fall.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And we know it says, "Son of the morning."
Son of the morning, and it talks about them being the people of the morning. Like in the morning they practice it.
Yeah,
you know,
the power of their hand.
The power is in their hand.
There you go.
So the Illuminati, they sleep not lest they done mischief. They the son of the morning. Like they up, early doing wickedness.
They up early, got bacon sandwiches for Jay. They trying to have his ass going off all day.
Mm-hmm. They get up before the birds chirp. Go ahead.
And it read on, it said, how art thou cut down to the ground?
That means his power status. It even says that the light of the wicked shall be put out, like we said. And it says, what it say? The Most High is going to, in the scripture, it says he's going to, the Ancient of Days did sit. He cast down the thrones, man. So this devil's going to be cast down to the pit, man. Go ahead.
And it says, which did weaken the nation.
How did he weaken the nations, man? The bombings, military philosophies, his democratic stuff. People think the Democrats are the nicest people in the world and shit. He's a Republican. He's like a Hitler. Get these Democrats in. I feel better than America got Democrats in it. Hey, what is Trump? He's considered Democrat, right? Republican. Well, who was before him?
Sleepy Bo
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Obama was a what? Democrat.
Yeah.
And he was doing some BS up in there.
That's why I said the two horns that spake like a lamb. That's the two-party system, that whole Roman Empire system, which used to be the plebeians and the patricians. Now it's the Republicans and the Democrats. So I had the Democrats come jack shit up, so they can have him come play a hero, and they bounce back with each other.
Like
they do that.
Feathers, two feathers, the same bird.
I'm saying this to show how dumb these Babylonian American people are. How they always bicker, but when it's time to do some wickedness, like when they bought out TikTok, Democrats and Republicans came together to take away your freedom of speech. So that's something like they need to consider. Like, okay, they can't pass nothing to give me no money or to help me out get no insurance. When it's time to cut off me from saying something, that bill passes no problem.
And come on. And that's kind of like even with that when they say they're gonna come together to fight Yahweh Shai, they're gonna put down their weapons. Like even with not put down their weapons, but
they're not gonna fight with each other.
They're gonna fight. Even like we mentioned, 1983 with Ronald Reagan, he said, "Isn't there a common cause among us all?" He said, he said, what if there's a possible alien invasion? Aren't we among aliens already? It's not enough for us to come together for the common cause to fight this alien invasion. So they'll put together differences aside any time together to destroy.
He said, "Y'all gonna fight Yahweh Shai when he come back with me? I need your help." Okay, and all hands on deck. Jake, come on. He talking to everybody.
The scriptures back that up. It's prophecy. He said they should war with the Lamb. So that's what they gonna do, man.
And what it say? They will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the saints overcoming, because Most High, he said he's going to use us as battles of weapons of war and battle axes and weapons of war. So he's going to give us spiritual powers. Yeah, you laughing at the Hancock stuff, but
it's going to really happen.
Superman.
And we ain't going to have no bottle in our hand, Jay. We're going to be whooping ass. But that's something we don't ever get to do.
Yeah, but like we said, don't it make sense? Can they put it together? This is a movie. Don't we got our Superman uniforms on? And then we take them off. We got to go to work to play Clark Kent. We in the movie already.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't the arrest happen? For us to become immortal and Superman.
And we ain't putting up with no spandex on, Jake. We're going to look like Israel.
Khan. And what it say in the scriptures, it says, Malachi, I think 3:8, he says, I am full of power in the word to teach, basically to teach the scripture, paraphrase. So that's power in this word. That's what, who saw the book of Eli? I know we. And remember, he was so infatuated. I gotta have this because it was power in there. And then when he opened it up, it shouldn't be no spoiler. Y'all should have seen it. But he opened it up, and who was it for? For the blind. He couldn't read it because you had to be blind because So the Most High,
he had to learn how to see.
So that's how the Most High does things. Encoded. These scriptures are encrypted, man. You got to be inside with spiritual eyes to see. You're gonna open up the book and can't even read it. Like, who's this?
Like the end, Isaiah read it so much when he took the book, it was in him.
It was in him. That's what's gonna happen. So we're not in the second company yet because it's not complete, but it was in him. And he, and then he opened up. he started right. He said in the beginning because he knew.
You remember
the whole book. So that's what we're doing. We remembering the whole laws of the laws of the Most High. It's getting in us.
It's that eat the roll, man.
So you got
the whole road.
That's why it says if you have a wise man, wear out the steps of his doorstep. You know, because it's getting put in you. So when you go out, you know how to you basically you're in control of the elements, man. That's what they scared of, man. You know, because they know it's a spiritual tapping within the DNA. They call it the God factor. You know what I'm saying? And they put stuff on the cells on a microscopic tape and wonder why does the cell do this at this time? You know, you may have twins that they talk totally different, speak like Esau. I'm most separate. Y'all brothers, y'all twins, y'all should be doing the same thing. No, I'm gonna separate them. This mannerism. They gonna walk this way, think that way, separately. You can't outdo the Most High, Esau, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Reading on, it's in verse 13, and it says, "For thou hast said in thine heart,
you have said in your heart, your mind,
I will ascend into heaven."
Yeah, that's what he did. He sent it into space, got space programs, space crafts, and all that.
Apollo,
Apollo
11.
That's at the Greek god, Apollo 13.
Yeah, Apollo after the Greek god, saying he landed on the moon. Trying to say he's selling pieces of the moon, man, online and shit. Can't sell pieces of the moon.
Like just say fraud.
Yeah.
Never always doing fraud. He the ultimate scam.
Preacher Paulie.
Crazy as hell.
Go ahead.
And it said, "I will exalt my thrones above the stars of Yahweh."
Above the stars, man. Like, go ahead.
And it said, "I will sit upon the mount of the congregation."
See?
Literally the stars when going to space. Spiritually, that's something our Israelites do. You know, they set their thrones on the stars. They set the side of the congregation.
He haven't read it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get that. But like you said,
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
Yeah.
And then it says, "In the side of the north, I will ascend above the height of the cloud.
Yep.
I will be like the Most High."
Be like the Most High. And where we are now. You know?
He did that through our iconoclasm. Yep. They took the place of Yahweh Shah, changed the name to Jesus, and made him a so-called white man. Yeah. So that's him coming up to face the judges, taking the place. They now, like I said, Esau feel like he the real prophets. He the Catholic priest. The Pope is dang there. They worship him like he a God Almighty or something.
They ain't gonna go in that Leviticus 13 though. They ain't gonna talk about no leprosy. They ain't gonna never pull that up. They ain't gonna never say nothing about that. Because it's gonna be clear. Yeah. It's gonna be clear, man. Who the prophets are, man.
And then we putting out so hard in a minute. I'm waiting for them. They gonna ban the Bible in a minute. Yeah. So we going into it so strong. And like I said, they can't disprove what we saying is false. The truth is so heavy, they might just come out and say, you know what?
Hey, they got the 12 tribes there. They selling that Walmart now, man. See, Walmart. They know this is true, man. You know? Yeah. They know the Lord's heritage is a speckled bird, man. It's not every Jake gonna look like John Shaft, man. Some of us gonna look like so-called white people too.
That's why they ain't gonna know who to trust.
Jake like some of the Edomite bitches, man.
Yeah. Every time I think about that speckled bird, I always think about that scenes where Can't Get White had that baby by the Edomite. Yeah. He was like, I'm the pappy, but that baby grew up among those, of course, his child is gonna look just like them. Yeah. Because at that particular time, they couldn't take care of their kids like that.
No.
You look at Drake's son. Drake's son look like a straight Edomite. You look at his pops. He like Zaquan's color. You like, dang, 2 generations, the melanin is gone. He got blonde hair, blue eyes.
And you see even in the movies and shows, like they got, you can play like, the Cosby Show. He had all kind of sons and daughters that look like so they could be mixed or somebody else. It's easy for Jake to play those roles because it's believable because we didn't have children like that. Yeah. Somebody get it right quick. And we'll start how long has it been? About 2 hours. Get a third eye. I'm glad you brought that up because I had that in my notes. GPT third eye and see what it means. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come. Yeah, this is the last one.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to see that time.
Kind
It's real small.
Yeah, that third eye right there, that's like real important. That's that spiritual sight right there. And that's what he trying to cover up. Like,
that's a key point I'm getting. It's gonna say too.
Yeah.
When it reads, go ahead.
Third eye with the third eye refers to a symbolic or spiritual concept.
Go ahead.
Not a literal eye.
Go ahead.
Definition: third eye is believed to be an inner eye associated with intuition.
Intuition, inner eye. Go ahead.
Insight.
Yep.
And spiritual awareness.
Yeah. Spiritual awareness. Go ahead.
It represents the ability to see beyond ordinary perception.
See beyond ordinary perception. Go ahead.
And understand deeper truths.
And deeper truth. Go ahead. Is that it?
That was that pioneer plan, man.
Yeah. It was that's an outside in your head. That was it, right? There was another definition that said it gives you a perspective of the inner perspective to see broader, which is different from the peeping the eye of through a peephole, because you only see what's in front of you. You can't see somebody. Somebody might be standing in front of the side with a knife or something. Yeah. Right? But you only see a smiling person and shit.
You see somebody who's doing, you got a whole SWAT team on the left side. They can't see them.
Yeah. So we ain't looking through no peephole. Yeah. We actually open the door and seeing everything and facing the elements and saying, yeah, what do y'all believe? What's going on? So that's what the Most High gave us to face the world with. It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
Walk circumspect.
Yeah.
Not as smooth, but as wide.
Yep.
Like you said, seeing
yeah, you can't see around when you go through a peephole.
Hey, that's why you know what did Job say? My companions are owls and dragons. What that owl, like you said earlier, his head goes around.
Yeah.
You see it all around.
And also it says my enemies are camped about me round about. Yeah. So Most High, you have to have a perspective of all your enemies round about you. You know, you get in a fight, you get jumped, and you be like, you on him, but you didn't ever see him coming. Right. So you gotta, even when you're in war, you gotta be circumspect.
That's like with the like we say, like we always say with the infrastructure, how they celebrate things, and these are all things that catch Jake in bad standing with the Most High, man. Yeah. So we gotta watch all that, man, and keep our eyes single.
Yeah,
keep it on this straight gate, man.
Going to the word circumspect, it means to look around.
Yeah. Yeah. Circle.
Yeah.
Spec.
Right. Means around and spec.
Right.
Spectacle. Yeah. So that's it, man. Hopefully it was edifying the water for those that tune in on the comment board. A few men and few women. We're gonna give all praises to y'all. Y'all side by side. Rock that was shot of honors to the apostle, elder, bishop, great millstone. Most I take two brothers, teaching word for the whole collection. We elect most high real shot.
Y'all surrounded, man. Stay locked in, y'all. Y'all stick away.
Yep.